A champagne flute glinted in the late afternoon sun above the Grand Canal. Billie Eilish angled her phone for a selfie, and Nat Wolff leaned in, sealing the moment with a slow-burn kiss that sent pop culture feeds into meltdown. One balcony, 2 megawatt creatives, zero doubt left in the rumor mill. But how did a guarded Grammy phenom and a Nickelodeon-raised actor-musician drift from backstage banter into Europe's steamiest headline? Let's rewind. Billie first crossed paths with Nat at a 2023 Oscars after-party, where her brother Phineas introduced the Wolff brothers over late-night diner pancakes. By sunrise, they'd promised to trade rough song ideas. Friendly chatter morphed into genuine creative chemistry when Nat appeared as the haunted co-lead in Billie's self-directed Chihiro video in June 2024, a shoot she later called an inescapable connection during fan Q&A sessions. The vibe only deepened that fall. Nat and his brother Alex opened 6 dates on the Hit Me Hard and Soft World Tour, often jamming with Billie on backstage acoustics before doors opened. Most artists would have live-streamed every rehearsal. Billie did the opposite. After years of headlines dissecting her teen relationships, she told Vogue in October 2024, "I wish no one knew anything about my dating life. Ever, ever, ever." Still, off-camera clues kept piling up. Fans spotted the pair trading inside jokes during a February studio livestream, then leaving the iHeartRadio Music Awards together on March 7, 2025, Nat's denim jacket draped over Billie's shoulders in an LA drizzle. 1 week later, eyewitnesses described the duo as very affectionate while hopping between East Village bars after catching an off-Broadway play. Yet every time reporters pressed, Billie offered a soft shrug. That silence only inflamed TikTok detectives dissecting body language in rehearsal clips, shipping the unlikely duo as number wolffish. Meanwhile, backstage, mutual friends say the bond revolved less around labels and more around midnight songwriting. Billie chasing a darker chord voicing, Nat hammering jazz extensions he learned from his pianist father, the pair laughing when progressions slid into dissonance. They'd trade riffs until 3 a.m., then crash on the tour bus floor still holding guitars, one crew member later confided to Star magazine. But friendship handles only so much energy before gravity kicks in. By early June 2025, Billie's Euro leg schedule placed her in Italy between arena dates. Nat flew to Venice under the radar, booking a room 2 floors above hers at the centuries-old Ca Giustinian Hotel. Locals noticed the pair sipping espresso on hidden piazzas, but the world didn't tilt until June 8th, when paparazzi lenses caught that balcony scene. Billie in a tomboy striped tee, Nat framing her face and closing the gap. Within 90 minutes, Dumois' Instagram post topped 1 million likes, and mainstream outlets chased confirmation. Billie stayed silent. Her photos spoke louder than any press quote. Why does this match resonate beyond tabloid thrills? First, both rose to fame as minors and navigated the whiplash of early stardom. Nat's childhood series The Naked Brothers Band thrust him onto Nickelodeon soundstages at 11. Billie's Oceanized demo exploded when she was 14. Shared scars often breed rare empathy, and insiders say the two swap war stories about teenage contracts and social media meltdowns during late-night walks. Second, their skill sets complement. Billie's grayscale pop minimalism blends with Nat's jazz-inflected guitar, spawning whispered rumors of a joint track for his next EP. Still, old habits die hard. Fans recall Billie's heartfelt 2023 coming-out acknowledgement, and some argue a high-profile male partner contradicts her earlier desire for privacy in matters of orientation. Yet sexuality, like songwriting, evolves. Billie herself told CBS News in late 2024, "I'm discovering parts of myself I didn't know were there." As the sun set over Venice, Billie flipped her phone to selfie mode, framed Nat behind a champagne flute, and captured a memory that would eclipse every travel TikTok aesthetic that week. For viewers, the takeaway was simple. After years of cryptic lyrics and baggy hoodie veils, Billie Eilish finally let one private scene play out in public, and the internet couldn't look away. But the kiss was only the midpoint. The real story stretches back through museum galas, cramped green rooms, and sleepless tour buses, and forward into a hectic summer where distance, press scrutiny, and creative ambition could forge or fracture pop's newest duet. And what happened the very next night shocked even their closest friends. The day after the balcony bombshell, Billie and Nat tried to vanish into Venice's maze of stone alleys. No entourage, no tinted SUVs. They failed spectacularly. Locals recognized Billie's lime green beanie outside Cafe Florian and began live tweeting her every step. Within hours, Billie Nat Venice racked up 5 million views on TikTok, the clip of them sharing a single margarita pizza looping on For You pages worldwide. That viral surge spooked Billie. She still remembered how paparazzi coverage of her 2022 relationship with Jesse Rutherford pushed her anxiety into overdrive, a saga she later called suffocating during her annual Vanity Fair sit-down. This time she hatched a low-tech escape, a rail pass. At dawn on June 10th, the couple slipped onto a Trenitalia sleeper bound for Barcelona, hoping Spanish fans would confuse Nat for another tattoo-covered guitarist on tour. Barcelona, though, turned out to be a furnace for rumors. 2 nights later, Billie finished her sold-out Palo Sant Jordi set, changed into a scarlet string swimsuit, and headed to Bogatel Beach with friends. And Nat. Paparazzi telelenses tracked her straight into the Mediterranean, capturing moonlit splashes that splattered across tabloids by sunrise. Headlines screamed Spanish heat, yet the photographs told a subtler story. Nat perched on the sand, strumming a travel-sized acoustic while Billie laughed in the shallows, her dripping hair whipping like ink. Back in LA, industry execs scanned the numbers. Billie's Spotify streams jumped 8% in 48 hours. Nat's catalog surged 19%. A Republic Records analyst quietly messaged her manager, "One soft launch kiss worth 2 mid-tier playlist ads." Translation: romance sells. But inside Billie's circle, mood boards shifted from marketing metrics to damage control. She'd just entered album cycle crunch. 32 arena dates still ahead, plus a planned surprise single in August. The last thing the team wanted was relentless gossip overshadowing new music. Yet there was no putting the genie back. Us Weekly published its insider piece, "Billie is smitten," screamed the pull quote, asserting the duo had been official for months. Simultaneously, Dumois doubled down, reposting earlier tips that a musician and her secret boyfriend vacationed together in Tulum during New Year's week, hinting the couple's timeline stretched farther than fans realized. The internet split into noisy factions. Some celebrated a friends to lovers arc ripped from a YA paperback. Others cried betrayal, recalling Billie's 2023 Pride Month statement that she felt more drawn to women at that chapter of her life. On TikTok, creators stitched clips of her old interviews with the Venice kiss, accusing her of queer baiting. A handful of angry comments even invoked the word switch up. Billie, who reads everything, felt the sting. She posted nothing, but friends say her screen time app spiked to 9 hours that week, scrolling, screenshotting, grieving. Nat, meanwhile, experienced a different backlash. Hardcore Billie stans flooded his Instagram with snake emojis, predicting he'd Jeff Rutherford her, slang for a messy breakup. He responded by disabling comments, then dropping a grainy stories clip of Billie teaching him to play the suspended 4th chord in Lunch. No caption, just shy laughter. Fans softened instantly. The clip hit 2 million views in 90 minutes. The power of candid music moments, Nat understood the algorithm as well as any strategist. By mid-June, the duo entered France for 2 Paris shows. Security tightened, balcony curtains stayed closed. Billie's voice cracked during Night One's encore. A raw twist fans blamed on late-night champagne. Tour doctors blamed exhaustion. She fortified her setlist with an unreleased ballad tentatively titled Train Window, lyrics describing hands on fogged glass, hearts on airplane mode. Listeners interpreted every line as Nat code. Bootleg recordings flooded Discord servers. One channel hit 10,000 shares before Universal filed takedown notices. Behind the scenes, pressure mounted. Fashion houses dangled couple campaign offers. Streaming service doc teams pitched fly-on-the-wall specials. Billie recoiled. Nat advised caution, reminding her how reality show lenses devoured the Jonas Brothers a decade earlier. They drafted a pact. No joint interviews, no red carpet debut, no orchestrated studio reveal. "Let the music talk," Nat insisted, quoting something his jazz pianist father once told him. Ironically, music did start talking. Through hotel walls, mezzanine guests at Le Bristol reported 2 a.m. Piano chords paired with whispered harmonies, apparently Billie layering breathy falsetto over Nat's minor sevenths. One visitor recorded 20 seconds on a phone and posted the muffled audio as Billie and Nat's secret duet. Reddit sleuths matched the chord progression to Nat's unreleased track, Echo Chamber. Speculation surged again when ASCAP's public database showed a new composition titled Champagne Balcony, co-written by Wolff, Nathaniel, and O'Connell, Billie. Proof or trolling? Either way, the entry existed, archived in plain sight. Through it all, Billie clung to ritual. Peppermint tea, journaling, nightly FaceTimes with Venice for song vetting. Nat clung to humor, singing meme jingles as she warmed up scales. Their coping styles meshed, at least for now. But the calendar loomed. She would soon fly to Chicago for Lollapalooza, he to Atlanta for a mini festival slot. Two headlining careers, diverging flight paths. The question wasn't whether they cared, it was whether logistics, loud voices, and long-distance static could drown a bond still less than a year old. On June 30th, Star magazine dropped its insider bombshell. "They're getting serious fast," a source declared, adding that Billie's friends had never seen her this relaxed. The quote lit up Twitter, but Nat texted a laughing emoji to Billie, turning the frenzy private. She replied with a single word, "Duh." It became their shorthand, an in-joke against the storm. Yet as July dawned, a fresh complication surfaced, one capable of rewriting every headline to follow. And it all started with a leaked hotel lobby security tape that nobody was supposed to see. July 2nd, 1:17 a.m. Hotel costs lobby, Paris. Security footage later leaked to a gossip sub shows Billie in an oversized bomber jacket, head low, sprint laughing across marble as Nat chases, scooping her into a spin before they disappear into the elevator. The clip is only 9 seconds, but the grainy flirtation detonates online after an anonymous employee sells it to a tabloid server. Within 6 hours, the hashtag #LobbyLoop racks up 30 million views. TikTok creators add slow-motion hearts and breathy remixes. Billie, who's fought to keep hotel info sealed for stalker safety, is furious. She instructs management to fire the leaker and posts a midnight Instagram story. "PLS, stop rewarding people who violate privacy." Fans flood her DMs with apology notes, yet keep replaying the video. That same morning, Pakistani outlet Jong reports Billie's emotional plea after intimate images leak, describing her post-show request for Paris fans to donate canned goods at her concerts, framing activism as a healing distraction. Billie's move flips the narrative. By afternoon, headlines shift from voyeur frenzy to sustainability drive. She turns crisis into cause, a trick she's mastered since age 15. But the lobby leak forces a conversation the couple had dodged: boundaries. On a dim Eurostar ride to London for the next tour leg, Billie vents how footage of a private hug can morph into a meme, how her 2022 stalker ordeal still lives rent-free in nightmares. Nat listens, thumb tracing circles on her palm, then proposes a counter-strategy. Let's own only what we choose, music, not moments. They draft a list of non-negotiables. No further balcony scenes, no identifiable hotel vistas, no sharing each other's locations until after departure. It's not romance as content, it's romance for us. Ironically, the more they hide, the more interest spikes. Vulture riffs on the classic proverb with the headline, "Billie Eilish and Nat Wolff are flocking together," dissecting every scrap of public data, from matching guitar straps to Billie's sudden fondness for Nat's beloved navy beanie style. Meanwhile, Nat's Spotify monthly listeners crest 10 million for the first time, proof that even sidelined partners can ride algorithmic waves. July 10th, Glasgow. Backstage, Phineas FaceTimes in, joking that Nat's jazz nights are seeping into Billie's new demos. She nods. 3 unreleased cuts now carry his fingerprints, though only ASCAP's champagne balcony registration has tipped fans so far. During soundcheck, she invites Nat to test a harmony on the bridge of Train Window. Crew members trade looks. This is the first time she's shared that vulnerable ballad with a live mic. Nat nails the stacked 5th. The chord hangs electric in the empty arena. Billie smiles, cheeks flushing the same color as stage gels. Nightfall. Packed house. Mid-set, Billie surprises everyone by introducing a song about finding quiet in chaos. Stripped to voice and piano, she debuts Train Window publicly. Lyrics land like confession. Don't post my heartbeat, let it echo soft, we're more than pixels in a hotel loft. Twitter ignites, critics praise the rawness, fans cry in nosebleeds. Music, finally, takes center stage again, yet challenges loom. Billie's North American run begins August 6th in Chicago. Nat must rehearse in Atlanta for his own EP launch shows. 2 trajectories, 700 miles apart. They brainstorm nightly. Could Nat fly in for select weekends? Could Billie cameo on one of his club dates under a pseudonym? Logistics tangle with security concerns. Eventually, they accept the inevitable. 2 months long distance. It's a crucible that has melted many celebrity couplings before, and they know it. Media smells potential fracture. Cosmopolitan republishes Barcelona swimsuit shots with a snarky subline. Will separate stages sink this ship? Talk radio pundits recall Billie's self-professed difficulty with separation anxiety during her 2019 tour doc. Billie ignores the noise, immerses herself in vocal drills, but insomnia returns. 3 days before Lollapalooza, Nat sends a Dropbox link titled CB Alt Mix. It's an alternate version of Champagne Balcony, layering Billie's whispered harmonies over his jazz-tinged verses. He texts, "Thought you might need a lullaby." In her Chicago hotel, Billie slips on headphones, hears her own voice wrapped in Nat's chords, and finally sleeps. She wakes at noon, refreshed, and greenlights their plan. Nat will soft drop the duet as a surprise track on his August 15th EP. Fans will hunt, find, explode. Mid-July, Star doubles down on optimism, quoting friends who say the pair are real deal serious and bonded over shared childhood fame scars. Cynics scoff. Tabloids overhype every fling, but insiders note neither camp has issued denial nor promo exploited their fling. Silence in Hollywood can signal sincerity. As July wanes, the couple steals one last weekend, a low-key detour to Iceland en route to North America. They book a remote cabin near Hrunalaug hot springs, under aliases, phones off. There, snow-capped volcanic vistas dwarf human drama. No lenses lurk, only northern sky pink. Nat sketches chord diagrams in a travel notebook. Billie writes lyrics about sulfur steam and quiet breathing. She'll later weave those lines into album number 4. Their final Reykjavik airport goodbye is quiet. No tears, just forehead touches. Billie boards first class, hoodie pulled low. Nat watches through glass until the jetway seals. Long-distance countdown begins. And what happens when two artists test love against tour chaos? The answer arrives in Chicago under stadium lights with one unexpected onstage cameo that no fan or algorithm saw coming. Grant Park, Chicago, August 10th. Billie's headlining set is a fever dream of strobes and 20-foot flames, but the crowd's loudest roar erupts when the stage cameras cut to a lone silhouette beside the grand piano. Nat Wolff, unannounced, guitar slung low. Fans shriek, Twitter collapses. Billie grins, nods, and launches into a mashup, her melancholic Halley's Comet folding into Nat's unreleased Echo Chamber, each trading verses as lightning arcs across summer sky. The duet isn't on setlist printouts, stunning even crew. After the song, Nat whispers "proud of you" into Billie's ear monitor and exits stage left before encore. The cameo lasts 4 minutes, but watch time metrics soar. Music media hails it as the softest hard launch in festival history, praising the lack of corny PDA or PR-coached banter. E! News runs a slideshow of the moment, labeling the pair artistically intertwined rather than simply dating. Critics note how seamlessly their voices blend, a sonic proof of chemistry no paparazzi snapshot could capture. But the cameo sparks legal scramble. Nat's label didn't clear the live stream, and his surprise appearance violates exclusivity clauses with an Atlanta festival 2 nights later. Negotiations rage, a compromise forms. Nat may keep the footage on YouTube only if he posts an acoustic version of Champagne Balcony from backstage in Atlanta. That backstage clip drops August 13th, racking up 5 million views in 24 hours. Then, at 12:01 a.m. on August 15th, Nat's 6-track EP Passengers lands. Track 4 is officially titled CB, with Bird of a Feather. Liner notes credit B. O'Connell on harmonies and creative direction. Fans instantly hear Billie's breathy backgrounds and a mid-song voicemail, her giggle saying, "You still owe me a postcard, loser." Streaming numbers spike. Critics applaud the subtlety. Rolling Stone calls the duet an antidote to stunt romances while acknowledging its organic marketing power. Billie stays silent on socials, channeling attention toward her climate action charity booths and plant-based catering push, her real mission this tour. But her set now permanently includes that piano-guitar mashup, Nat projected on screen if he's not physically present. Each night, a new pre-recorded harmony keeps the duet alive across continents. September brings separate grinds. Billie loops the US South, Nat hops radio studios promoting Passengers. Paparazzi hope for cracks, but insiders report nightly 3-hour FaceTimes, lyric trading over cloud sessions, and digital chess matches to ease time zones. In an InStyle profile, Nat calls Billie the bravest writer I know, but swats away personal probes with a shrug. "We keep life offline so the songs can breathe." The quote trends for its gentleness, not typical tabloid fodder. Stress still lurks. Billie develops vocal strain mid-September. Doctor-mandated silence for 48 hours. She texts Nat only emojis, zipper mouth, broken CD, heart bandage. He replies with a voice note strumming lullaby chords. She rests, recovers, finishes the leg without cancellations. A triumph partially credited to calmer headspace. As autumn nears, the relationship stands at its first anniversary since that Oscar party diner pancake meet-cute. Press predict engagement, breakup, even secret elopement. The couple delivers none. Instead, Billie posts a Polaroid on close friends' Instagram circle, leaked within minutes, of course. Two hands framing a tiny vinyl pressing test cut labeled B and NW Steam Song. No release date, no label logo. Speculation ignites again. New collaboration or inside joke? Behind the curtain, they're plotting bigger stakes. Billie's fourth studio album is halfway done. 3 tracks feature Nat co-writing. Phineas, once politely skeptical, now praises Nat's unexpected chord voicings during podcast chatter. Insiders hint that label execs are eyeing a 2026 co-headlining mini tour. Just 6 shows in acoustic theaters, no dancers, no pyrotechnics. Pure storytelling. It's a concept still on whiteboards, but both camps show cautious enthusiasm. What began as balcony gossip has morphed into something sturdier. A creative alliance grounded in mutual weirdness, late-night theory talk, and a shared allergy to Hollywood spectacle. They haven't solved the privacy paradox, but they've reframed it, letting art, not paparazzi, unveil the narrative beat by beat. In the end, champagne-soaked kisses were only the prologue. The real hook, the one fans replay on sleepless nights, lies in hushed harmonies, lobby spins, train window lyrics, and a simple festival cameo that reminded 90,000 strangers what sincerity sounds like in 2025's echo chamber. So next time the algorithm drops yet another blurry snapshot of Billie Eilish and Nat Wolff, remember, the picture is just pixels. The story, the one worth staying for, unfolds in chords you haven't heard yet. Like what you just uncovered? Hit subscribe, smash the bell, and join the story before the next headline breaks. Don't miss a beat.